Thank you, Papa Duck, man. Thank you, Papa Duck. Now y'all listen to this now, you know God ain't about no religion, you know what I'm saying, and making religion no corporation and no government religion, no attaching church to government, especially when you got church divided from the schools. And you took church out of schools and made church only in private schools. And then when you had slaves, you cut their head off or hung them for learning how to read. And then when they had a child that was too smart, then you say he had autism, or he had ADD or ADHD, and you give him Ritalin or Prozac or Risperdal to slow the child down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know what you're doing. You can give somebody what they ain't supposed to have. You can give somebody snake poison if you want to, and make their skin dissolve and puff up and stuff like that. But listen to this man right here.
Nothing in this world is what you think it is. Nothing operates the way you think it does.
What do you mean?
Nothing operates the way you think it does.
What do you mean?
Government does not work the way you think it does.
It's not about people voting for a president.
No, it has nothing to do with that. We're talking money. We're talking control, corporations, big business, period.
It's all big business and money.
Period.
Yeah.
End of sentence. Now, religion is a corporation. It's all the religions of the Western world, especially in the Western world, all religions operate under maritime admiralty law. So there are certain...
Admiral sound like it's admirable, like it's admirable or something. Like trying to make it, you know what I'm saying, to their advantage in taxes and IRS and all that, and making it something. Tithe is love offerings. They lied and said they love offering when they used to put Jesus in jail for knocking the plate out their hand. You know what I'm saying? Jesus didn't start preaching at 33 years old. Jesus was born at 0. He was the second Adam. After Adam died at 830, Jesus was born on the day of 830, January 1st. And then, you know what I'm saying, I was Jesus, the second Adam, you know what I'm saying? Jesus, but I ain't spelling no J-E-S-U-S. I just said G-Z, like Jap, J-E-P, you know what I'm saying? Like fag, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't wear that name. They outlawed it. Couldn't wear that t-shirt. And then gay. Couldn't wear that t-shirt unless I spelled it with a Y, with an E. Like Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? But man, these dudes don't know what they talking about. This God. See how messed up the world is? Papa Duck know what he talking about because he Papa Duck. And I'm Peck, the peacock. Not the duck.
certain...
What do you mean maritime admiralty law?
Maritime admiralty is the law of water, and I talk a lot about this in the past. I'm going to talk a lot about it in the future.
Okay.
There are only two things on the earth, on this earth, land and water.
Right.
So there are two kinds of law, the law of the land and the law of water. The law of the land is the custom of the people who live on a particular piece of land. So the law of the land is different in every country.
Right.
I mean, you can do things in Russia you can't do in America.
Right.
You can do things in South Africa you can't do in China because it's the law of the land. That particular piece of land has their own custom. So the custom of the people living on a particular...
And what's going to stop your woman if you and her in a bad situation and she don't want to be around you and she promised a man she ain't gonna do nothing with you no more, what's to it if she drive 40 miles to see another man and give him all that loving and stuff like that, or drive 15 minutes after she get off work early, at 3:30 in the morning, and she meet him at 3:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Every night, you know what I'm saying, and be with her side piece, you know what I'm saying? What's to it, you know what I'm saying? It happens, man. So we can't get mad at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like these preachers, they had to find a way to make money and then lie about it. You know what I'm saying? And make us pay and make us work for them. And if you go to church, you got paid from the pastor. You supposed to, but they don't give you nothing. They lie. And they give you that back on your taxes. So when you file taxes and say you paid in this amount, and if they say you didn't, if you say you did, it's all in the church. They might not go and check on it. They might go and check on it. But this man right, church is a big business. They stole from
Piece of land is called the law of the land.
Okay, got it.
But there is also a larger, far more important law on the earth. It's called the law of the sea, the law of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, you gotta have law in the water because they bring over drugs and all that. Now it's legal to bring over drugs. Ain't nobody should say shit. As long as they ain't bringing no crack or nothing to make crack with. You know what I'm saying? They know what we use to, put on our marijuana. So just keep doing that and just sell that in the stores and all the places that you want to use. That'll be good. Thank God that we got all y'all, man. But then these white men don't sit around and get high. They worried about taking over the world. They worried about money. They ain't worried about this man here is interviewing this man on money, and this man is saying church is everything. You need to bring money to him and this and that, man. You don't have to get him shit. That's why they kill people like David Koresh. Because they, take government money and they be, making them men and women taking wives from regular men and making them be their wives, and even daughters of the family members, and the daddies can't say nothing about it and all that. That's when they go and police go in there and kill somebody.
when you get into, and that law is referred to in courts as maritime admiralty. Maritime admiralty is the law of
they
water.
Trying to say
Once you understand the law
he
of
didn't
water,
say
it opens up
maritime. He
a
said
world
maritime.
of occult, hidden symbols and hidden foundations on how we live.
What are some of those laws that we're not aware of?
Oh my goodness! When you walk into a courtroom, why do you go to court? You play basketball on a court. You play tennis on a court.
Right.
Yeah, how do you play tennis on a court? You play with a racket. Come on.
With a racket, with a rocket.
And so the judge walks out. He rules from the bench. Right? Look it up in a Latin dictionary. The word bench is a bank in Latin.
Oh.
And so the judge is ruling for the bank. That's why he wears a black robe, because the black robe represents the planet Saturn, the god of banking and law.
Oh.
The black robe represents the planet Saturn, who in the ancient world was called Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
Well, he is Lord of the Rings.
Like there's rings.
And so women were told in the ancient world to listen to their god, so they would wear an ear ring. Men were to get married before their god, so they wear a wedding ring. Because Saturn was Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
You're right.
And he is also the inhibitor. He was the one who holds you back. He represents government, banking, the police department.
That's the truth.
Shit.
The world don't have a clue how nothing works, from banking.
Yeah, man, just rattling on, but he tell the truth though, man. That's how we get, man. That's what's on
Don't know the
land.
difference
And the
between
fish that came in that boat when I told y'all to go on the right side. Hey, man, I'm glad y'all came. I wish we had more boats out there that day.
How is it that we go to school for 12 years
And find out we've been lied to.
have a decent conversation when we're in a relationship?
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, you'll be surprised at people who don't even have emotional intelligence, who can't even listen to be able to fix a situation. You'll be surprised at that skill set that most people don't have.
A lot of these fine ass women with
Just being able to
rich
get out of a
ass
normal
white dudes
conversation to
trying to take money from
How
us,
can you go to
man.
school
That's
for
all
12
it is.
years and know nothing
God forgive
about
me,
nutrition?
for telling on my white brothers and sisters, but I
We know
got white
nothing
grandkids.
about nothing when it comes
Mixed
to
with
herbs.
blacks, you know what I'm saying? So
plants.
okay, y'all used to do that Planned
Told you they don't have
Parenthood
ain't
and
no
make us
fruit trees like they used to be when I was
fertile,
growing up.
you not fertile,
We used
you
to
know what I'm saying? The
walk
more
in the big
you
yard and eat
fight
grapefruits,
against us
oranges,
not
whatever,
having babies,
guavas.
we're gonna be fertile and
They took
have
all that
more
away.
and
Why?
more.
Because they want you
And
to
the
go to the
family's gonna be
store.
more fertile.
You know the lamest excuse
Life
they use to
gonna,
say
the
why they
more
got
you
rid of
fight
fruit trees and
against
stuff like
life,
that?
the more life
Because of the
gonna
upkeep. That's a
produce
fucking lie.
itself.
Nothing works the way you think it do.
Yeah, I
Not even
know,
the school
cuz
system,
you ain't lying.
the
You
jail
ain't
system.
lying, Papa, though.
That's why when you go to court, you ask, you're dumbfounded when they tell you raise your hand.
And then
Are you
know
James
you done
Smith? And you
paid
say
for a
yeah. You
divorce
don't know
and
what
they
you
ain't
just
give it
did.
to
You
you.
just basically
Talking about
said
you
that
ain't come to court. No, if you
I
showed up,
am
you
taking
got
the
killed.
responsibility of my straw
You
man.
feared for your life.
Told y'all it's
You
two
didn't
of
have
you.
fun because the woman, you
There's
and
the
the woman
business
wasn't
you
together.
and there's the
You couldn't
personal
stay there
you.
no more. You
The
had other
business
men.
you
And you
is
wasn't going to
your
stay with
name
the
in
other
all
men.
caps.
So the marriage was annulled, meaning
The
anal.
personal you is your
Doing
first
it in the
letter capital
backside.
and the
And the
rest
baby's
lowercase.
dying. Oh, I can't have no more
Yeah.
babies and the baby's dying. And when you
Nothing
do
works
that,
the way
you
you
get
think it
that
does. And if you think
HIV
about it,
thing.
bro, it makes perfectly great sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People go to school for 12 years, bro, and
12
do not
years,
know
don't know
nothing. 100% dumbfounded to what's going on.
Shit, but I know
You'll be
now.
surprised
I
if
know
people
to
don't
watch
remember I
the world
voted.
now.
No a damn thing. Don't know the difference between democracy and a republic.
I know democracy is a bad thing. Republic is a bad thing. Democratic is a bad thing. Politics is a bad thing. Good things is God love y'all, man. Cynthia, I like this lady, but I ain't heard from
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I just wanted to get on here, y'all, just to encourage you to be careful of the things that you speak over your life. Be careful of the things that you say about your current circumstances, okay? It is so important that we speak life, that we speak positive
I
things.
know, man. It's hard, man, because we don't know nothing no more, man. We need some loving, man. We need to teach each other, man. We need to teach each other how to love, man, again.
At the time, you may be down and out right now. The worst thing you can say is that, oh, I'm broke. I'm too broke for that.
Yeah.
I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Change up your vocabulary. Switch it up, please. There are so many other ways that you can explain your current circumstances, but in a positive light. Understanding that, okay, this situation is temporary. I'm in between blessings right now. I will eventually.
Yeah.
Positive things.
Yeah, but you gotta get through them ABCs first, baby. You gotta get through ABCs first. You just can't jump over there and get with me and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what these executive orders Trump talking about.
Hi, Peter. Okay. Thank you very much. We had a busy day. We're dealing with lots of different people and lots of different things. We had some terrific people in today and trying to solve some of the problems that are going on in the country and outside of the country. We're doing very well with respect to other countries really behaving on taking the criminals that they sent into our country, and we're getting them out. These are some of the worst people on earth, and they're getting out and they're being accepted back in their countries, as you heard, without exception. So
yeah, they sending people home to pay for their crimes and stuff like that. Now, I hope everybody, go back home. If they ain't for God and stuff like that, if y'all ain't listening to Trump, what he say, then, don't start no murmuring and complaining and stuff like that. God here now, and I ain't running. That's the Iran, you know what I'm saying? The executive orders, total obligation. I'm gonna say that. Obliteration. We oblige, God. We much obliged. Thank you, Donald Trump. I'm gonna call you John, you know what I'm saying? Because I know if John was Slavic, look just like your ass. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Called in while his son was on life support. more clips of unbelievable. Now, if my son on life support, I wouldn't be calling in to get no woman, and you know what I'm saying, to help me with that. I'll take care of that if I got a woman.
I should have just worked with
I
you.
wouldn't be in that
Like, I
problem
just should have
if I'm a
worked with
young
you. I
man.
just should have worked it out. I should have made it, like, instead of, you know,
life support, and he
wanting to be the
trying to get
boss
his
of something. And it's
some
crazy
good
because
grades.
the way somebody is looking at something, framing it in their mind, like, oh, I'm not going to be under you. I'm in charge. I'm the, like, what? When you're just a sweet, good-hearted, polite person, and you're not doing none of that stuff they on. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not big-headed about what you got going on for yourself. So you could be the sole proprietor of something, and you know you're not big-headed about what you got going on. It is what it is. You doing real good for yourself, and this person's been bitter because they've been trying to block you or something. Out of bitterness, they refused to let go of doing some rituals that was going to block you instead of, you know, working with you or something like that. It's like they wanted to destroy you instead of work with you so that they can have something. And they could have built something and nothing was moving because they was too busy trying to block you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did not realize that shit backfiring on them. They're the ones that stuck while you are moving forward. And it's bringing some sort of harsh, like, reality to somebody. Like, they need to snap out of it. Okay? Because how they was looking at something, you wasn't thinking about it like that. If you try and put somebody on, it's like, look, you know, I got this idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you try and get on or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they was like, laughing at you, like, yeah, no, you're not about to make nothing out yourself, you know. And then got bitter behind the scenes because you did. And then they start trying to knock you down, which is dirtying up their energy by doing this. Them not knowing, and as they see you still moving forward, I don't understand that. Like, if you attacking somebody and you still see them move forward, you still see them living their life, you still see, like, what possesses people to keep doing it? Like over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then they seeing y'all, because I'm sure if you do anything with mystical magic or you in the occult, whatever, you see when your magic is working and when it's not. Like, come on, it don't take long. It be the same damn day, especially if you tapped in. If you really, if you don't make it better, you tapped in. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, well, be careful when you prying into the unknown. Maybe somebody not really, they just like, you know. But a real magician, it don't take long. It take like what, like not even a whole day. The first few seconds, and you meditating on whatever you're manifesting, you're going to know if it's a yay or a nay. Is it going to reach its full potential, or should you rework something, or should you do more? Is there something that you got to do that, you know, could help your manifestation out, right? It's like steps, okay? It's not just intention is just the first part, okay? And it's the kind of individual that set the intention, did all of the work, and seeing that you were still moving forward and they were still bitter and angry and like because you still being celebrated and shit like that, and they was getting more and more mad, so they went even further and they went even deeper and darker and forgot about their life because they up here sitting there, you know, filling out applications, nobody calling. They don't know why nobody calling. I mean, the resume looks nice, but don't nobody call? Why? Because you're so busy trying to block that other person money. You didn't realize the very first time you did it, when your money slowed down or when something happened or when, like, they didn't pay attention to their life. This is the thing. Okay, before you doing work on somebody else, pay attention to how the work is affecting your life. I don't know who this person is. Maybe they're amateur. Because every real practitioner knows that. Because right then and there, if it's affecting them in any way, they'll stop it, rework it, cleanse their energy, and then think of something else. But this is the kind of individual, they don't do none of that. Okay, they just let it go. And then they life start falling apart. Chaos start breaking out in their life. Things happening, and they're just blaming it like, oh, it's just a run-of-the-mill day-to-day life. No. You have put up blockages in your life for trying to attack somebody else. And now this person is realizing this. I don't know why this person was trying to beat you when they could have joined you. But now they can't even join you. Because why would you trust somebody like that? Why would you trust them with your secrets? Especially if you have like a spiritually based business. Why would you? Okay? Like hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like you just work in distribution. How about you just do the packaging? You don't need to get none of the ingredients and formulas or none of that. You don't need to see none of this shit that's in this book right here. Like stuff like that. How could you trust that person? Confirmation, okay? Because everybody that it's stuff that you do for other people, and then you have your personals. You never, ever, ever. This is somebody that don't know this because they wasn't careful when they pried into the unknown. You never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever. If you have a spiritually based business, them ingredients that you use for the public would never be used for you. Do you understand? I hope people understand that when you start whatever. And then also, most of us never use the same spell twice. Okay? And if it's the same spell, it's always different ingredients.
Yeah.
Like, you really gotta really get into self to know these things. But this is the kind of individual that don't know self, because if they did, they wouldn't have did something. Because before prying into the unknown, they didn't take care of themselves. They didn't do nothing. They just went head first into something, and they were very confident. And overconfident led to their tragic ending. I don't know what's going on with this person behind the scenes, but it ain't good. Be careful where jealousy and hate leads you. Jealousy and hate is your worst enemy. Understand that. Know that. Understand and know that, man. And stop just jumping into things just because, oh, it's cool. Well, that person do it, so I want to do it. Well, that person said that they can, like, you don't know who protecting that person and why they have the authority to do that. You might not have the same protection. Like, you got to be careful out here. And I feel bad for whoever this is because they forgot where they came from. Because they so weird, okay? They forgot, like, yeah, this is the kind of individual that you only live once type of energy. Now they sitting there trying to numb themselves, numb the pain. Like, you just go and stuff head first and then mess up because you don't want to acknowledge somebody else's stuff. Them in these third parties, outsiders, influences, you let people influence you and you never, like, come on. If they're not a positive influence, we all get influenced, but all of us, also those that are in the upright, we take positive influence. We don't let no negativity influence us to do no bull crap that we know that will have us stuck and fucked up. I bet you right now somebody got some freezer spells going on. That shit been in the fucking freezer for months and they wonder why their fucking life is stagnant. They don't even know when to it's like you mofos is doing shit and you don't even know when to release the magic. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. What are you doing? Do you know when to do your workings? Like, this is somebody that don't know none of that. Y'all would be careful when prying into the unknown. It's certain spells that you can do all the time, and it's certain ones you only can do around certain times. And it's the kind of individual, they just all out of whack, and then they when their life is stuck and stagnant, you doing something to them when they're their own worst enemy. They did something at the complete wrong time, and it messed up everything, and it threw their whole damn life off track. They don't even know that you gotta relate. Y'all just reading wherever the fuck y'all be reading shit from, and then it's like, all right, yeah, I'm just, keep this shit going, and you trying to stop and block somebody, and you wonder why your life ain't moving, why everything frozen in your life and somebody else is moving forward, because the shit backfired. Like y'all gotta stop the bull crap, and then overdoing something like. Whatever. I'm not going to get into this because I can go on for days. Somebody really need a talking to. And whoever was taught you this, they should be ashamed of themselves because they didn't tell you nothing. They didn't even tell you the ground basics, or if you don't even, like, in all actuality, the ground basics is within self. Ask your ancestors. They going to tell you when to do stuff and when not to. Because that's how most people are self-made. Those that are really good practitioners are really good. They're self-made. They're self-taught. Trial and error. Self-taught.
Yep, learn from your mistakes.
But this is beyond trial and error. This is like destruction upon self. Like, this is crazy. Somebody really messed up bad, y'all. Remember where you came from. Or they need to remember where you came from. This person that was doing this to you. And they thought you wasn't going to fight them for 5 cents. You got them fucked up. They had you messed up. It ain't never going to be a day that you going to be lacking any fucking thing. After you done pulled yourself out of the hellfire, you think you going to let 100,000 people pull you down? They had the game fucked up. You got superhuman strength. Okay? You got the ability to stand over top of a car and pull a damn engine out with your bare hands. They don't even know the type of strength that you have at this time. And those that know that are mechanics, engines is heavy than a bitch. And you need a crane to lift them motherfuckers. Somebody could work on cars. I don't know why I'm getting that reference, but that's the first thing that popped in my mind. Okay? You got that superhuman strength. Inside and out. Shit, it's the drive behind the individual is the reason why they're being celebrated. Remember where you came from. If you can't beat them, join them. Shit, y'all might not have nothing to lose, but somebody else do. So it hit different when you got too much to lose. When you got too much on the line and it's only you at the front line, it's just you. Shit. I would be terrified of that person if I was y'all. It hit different. And then they do things in the upright. Yeah, no. You ain't going to win that. I don't know why somebody thought they was going to win that. You was never going to win that. Because they was never going to give up. Okay? Not never. Not for 2 seconds. Yeah, somebody was done with somebody taking from them. That was over. Oh, yeah, you're not taking nothing the fuck else. Okay? That's how somebody felt. I know that's right. Shit. Because he or she said, I got time to protect and heal myself. I got time. Remember where you came from. Yeah, you came from cruel, oppressive people. Yeah, you've been abused before. Yeah. Tactics, talking about you, treating you like shit. Yeah, that's what you came from. Yeah. What you thought? Yeah. You came from this energy. That's why somebody see you as a work addict. Okay? So somebody knows that you came from some sort of cruel oppression. Okay? Some very cruel oppression times where people that was emotionally manipulative, that was trying to block you here, they wanted you to stay in some sort of fear energy. And this you and this is them. So you standing up to that boogeyman energy. Somebody that's a starter wife here, supportive through thick and thin. All right, fear-based and supportive. Even they wanted somebody to be afraid to support you guys through thick and thin. Because they wanted somebody to have too much to handle or something. But I feel like somebody realizing that that's where you came from. Remember where you came from. Some cruel and somebody that was very cruel and oppressive. They don't have no more power over you. It could have been a parental figure that was cruel and oppressive. They have no more power over you. You took your power back, and you're literally living rent-free in their head, which is sad. And I do hope that whoever this parental figure heals. I really do. I really, really do. Because I said she, so it could be a mother figure. She really not mad at you. She mad at herself. And you forgive her. Although there will be no coming together and eating kumbaya, I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you for harassing me, gossiping about me, competing with me. I forgive you. Do I trust you? No. Come on, you know that. You know that bridge has been burnt. But I wish you nothing but the best, and I pray for your healing. Okay? And I'm sorry that you feel the way that you do about yourself. Whoever this is, I really do. Because they know they went overboard. They did too much. Okay? This could be y'all parents, somebody else's parent, but somebody know they did too much. You living rent free in their head right now because they know they did too much by wishing ill will on you. And you was protected from them. That's the kind of parent I brought you in, I take you out. No. God chose you to learn that lesson. Even though you pushed whoever that was out, right? That does not necessarily mean that they were there for you to abuse mentally, emotionally, physically. That's not what they were there for. They were actually a lesson for you. And maybe this parent probably won't realize that until too late. But maybe that's why they're sitting there in their head about this. You living rent free in a controlling parental figure mind. They can't. Hands up. Hands up. They don't have no other choice but to let something go. You're living rent free in their mind. Pray for their healing, y'all. Because their past is their prison and they need to let it go. Yeah, maybe somebody was seeking fame or clout chasing. They did anything to get their way. This person could be stuck up. They could be being seen as a leech, and they have been disconnected. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Unsent messages to a boy toy. Something that was short-lived. They was trying to prolong some sort of pain, mental and physical abuse. Somebody feels like they're in too deep. They went too far because there's some poetic justice happening. Because for them going overboard, sending you the evil eye, trying to deprive you at your own expense, or they are realizing they deprive themselves at their own expense. Because there would have been an opportunity to heal this, but this person, why would you go around them after doing this? And for some of y'all, the wish could have been for them to see the error in their ways. Because you was never their enemy. So this person has been canceled and deleted. We got trickster in the reverse. How was their own mind framing this situation? How's their own lies? It was just full of lies. Whatever they was lying to themselves, lying about you, just a bunch of lies. Just to prolong some pain and abuse. This person could have abused you when you was a child. Now they in too deep. They just wanted to put you in harm's way. That's why they was making up all these lies about you. And it all backfired. Tower moment. This person trespassed against you without cause, and there's an investigator. Somebody dug up dirt here, and now finally doing something, taking action. Now somebody can't take no more action when it comes to somebody harassing you or competing with you, because they know that you're not going to stop. You're not going to stop working for something that's for your highest good. And this person has been obsessed here. People are starting to see what's going on. Maybe they're obsessed with people waking up to the fact that they just wanted you to be inactive, all right, or for you to and realizing that it could have been just a waste of time with them fighting you when you was just following your dreams. Okay, like I said, that dream of having the big house with the acres and the land to pass down to your children's children, just so that they can have a place to be, and whatever happens, like one of them kind of places. Like you're going to have that. You're going to have the husband. You're going to have the life that you want, the wife that you want, okay, the family that you want. If the things that you desire, the stability that you want, you will have it. In that in particular neighborhood that you're thinking about, you will have that because that's what you want. And that's fair. Because you used your time wisely. Somebody else didn't. They were very irresponsible, but you weren't. And it's like in life, if they sit back and look at their life, they had plenty of time to turn their life around. They had plenty of time to turn their life around. But they were so hell-bent on destroying your own child's life. That's crazy, ma'am. And or sir. How would you want to hurt your own child? And even though this person could have been abusive to you since you were a child, like when you notice the pattern, right? When you notice the pattern of what you experienced when you was a child coming from random strangers, you got to know where it's coming from. When I noticed the pattern, I already knew where it was coming from because that's exactly how it happened when I was younger. So in my mind, when stuff would happen, I already knew. So for me to sit there and be like, oh, I know it's this person. I know it's that person. I know it's it. When you notice the pattern, pay attention to the patterns of life, how it's playing out. Okay, like from how if you were ever abused as a child, and you had a very overbearing parent that was very mean, hurtful, okay, or something like that. If you know how they influenced others to even go against you, and it start playing out in your adult life, where else will it be coming from? Okay? This is somebody that has been continuously trespassing against you.
The women
that you forgive, by the way. This is the only reason why you're able to move forward, because you don't hold no grudges to this person, because you know that it's their own hurt that they're projecting. It's not you. You didn't do nothing to them. But then, and also being a good person is just you, who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?